Exercise number 1 is the bent over row. The bent over row is one of those classic lifts you see in every back day, but it comes with issues. The biggest is that it destroys your lower back if you're not extremely strict. Holding a hinge position for 10 plus reps while also trying to row heavy, you're basically asking those spinal erectors to work overtime while you're trying to isolate those lats. And when you start fatiguing, form breaks down fast. You start jerking the weight, swinging your torso and turning it into a momentum mess. Even if you're doing it right, it's hard to isolate your lats or mid-back under fatigue, and recovery takes a hit too. And for hypertrophy, there are much better options. You could replace the bent over row with a chest supported T-bar row. So the chest supported T-bar row replaces all the problems that are with the bent over row. By bracing your chest against a pad, you take the lower back completely out of the equation. No more spinal stress, no more cheating with momentum. It forces strict form and targets your lats, traps and rhomboids with full control, and allows solid progression without any risk of injury. You can focus purely on squeezing the back, not just moving the weight. Plus it's beginner friendly for building thickness across the entire upper back. So if you want to row hard without wrecking your spine, the chest supported T-bar row is for you. Stick around till the end, I saved the most controversial exercise for last. Exercise number 2 is the dumbbell chest fly. The dumbbell chest fly looks amazing, but their tension curve is awful. At the bottom, you're in the riskiest and most stretched position, with the most load on your shoulders. One slip and it's rotator cuff rehab season. At the top, there's basically zero resistance. Gravity isn't pulling against your chest, it's just pulling the dumbbell straight down. So your pecs aren't working at all where they should be squeezing hardest. It's inconsistent, it's risky. Unless you're using ultra light weights, you're doing more harm than good. So you can replace the dumbbell chest fly with the seated cable fly. This is how you isolate the chest safely and efficiently. Cables keep tension through the entire range of motion, from the stretch to the peak. Being seated gives you a stable base, meaning no momentum, better posture and better connection to your pecs. You could tweak the angle to hit upper or lower chest. You could go light and still feel it hard, plus there's no shoulder damage like there is with dumbbells. It's just pure chest, which is exactly what you want. So for a juicy pump and real growth, the cables win every time. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Exercise number 3 is the plank. The plank is recommended almost everywhere for training core, but let's be honest, it's not great for building abs. It's an isometric hold, meaning no movement or minimal tension once you get used to it. You might feel the burn, but you're not progressively overloading anything. People cheat by arching their back or letting their hips raise, and you end up doing this weird yoga pose for time, not a muscle building exercise. So it might help with your endurance, but if you want visible abs, you need movement and load. So you could replace the plank with cable crunches or hanging leg raises, or even better, both. Cable crunches and hanging leg raises give you what the plank can't: resistance, contraction and progression. Cable crunches lets you add weight, control the tempo and actually flex your spine, which are what your abs are designed to do. Hanging leg raises build lower ab and grip strength and also hip flexor control. They're challenging but effective. Both train your abs like other muscles with reps and resistance, so they'll actually grow. If your goal is ab strength and size, not just endurance, these are your go-to moves. Exercise number 4 is the dumbbell shoulder press. Dumbbell shoulder press sounds good in theory, range of motion, balance strength, but when you go too heavy, they become a problem. Getting them into position is awkward, the path isn't smooth, and if one side is weaker, you're going to feel it in your traps or lower back. Fatigue sits in, you start arching, and the lift turns into a circus act. It's hard to stabilize and easy to mess up, especially for beginners. The risk often outweighs the reward if you're not locked in with the form. And you can replace a dumbbell shoulder press with a plate-loaded shoulder press machine. The plate-loaded shoulder press machine is a game changer. All the benefits of heavy pressing without the setup hassle or instability. It locks you into a fixed path, keeping your form clean and your shoulders safe. No awkward dumbbell kick-ups, no imbalances, just pure pressing power. You can focus on fully pushing through your delts and triceps without overcompensating or arching like crazy. It's perfect for hypertrophy, especially if you're chasing failure with control. So if you want constant overload and juicy shoulder growth without the circus act, this machine delivers every time. So are you still pressing with dumbbells? Let me know in the comment section why. I'm ready for the debate. So we're on the last exercise and the most controversial out of the 5. And exercise 5 is deadlifts for hypertrophy. Before you light up the comment section, yes, the deadlift is a great lift for strength, for power lifters and for ego, but for hypertrophy, it's pretty overrated. It hits a little bit of everything: glutes, hamstrings, lower backs, traps, but not enough of one muscle to be optimal for size. And the cost is high: massive central nervous system fatigue, higher injury risk, and long recovery time. Most people butcher the form, round their back and end up sore in the wrong places. It looks cool, but it's not efficient for muscle growth unless you're an elite. So a great hamstring focused exercise that is excellent for hypertrophy, which you can replace instead of the deadlift, is the RDL. The Romanian deadlifts give you that deep controlled stretch in the hamstrings and glutes, which is where the real growth happens. You're keeping tension the entire time. driving the hips back and keeping the bar close. Your lower back stays neutral, the load is less, but the stimulus is higher. That's the win. It's easier to progress, easier to recover from, and way safer. And it teaches you how to hip hinge, which helps almost every other lift. So if you want big hamstrings and glutes without trashing your lower back, switch to the RDLs. So my 5 exercises that I think suck that you are currently doing are now on the screen. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with any. Let me know in the comment section your controversial exercise that you think sucks. Like the video and watch the next one.